Excuse me? It's raining now? What? Are we doing a mix of rain and snow? Is that a thing? That's it. To the wiki. I don't care. I need to know now. Immediately. November 15th. November 1st to 15th. 10% chance of rain, 10% chance of snow. You telling me we hit the 10% chance 4 days in a row? That don't seem right. Okay, so we're going to delete these two from existence. This, okay, 5 p.m. Which means it's closed from 4 to 5 and from 6 to 7. So that's the thing. Hey, look at this. Okay. DK Junior Math is raffle furniture that we have not obtained. Also, it's DK Junior Math. That's pretty cool. I really left one large bass here and I just didn't. Okay, I mean, I sure, why not? Okay, so I feel like the fishing tourney really guarantees that you get something new. I don't know, it kind of seems like it. I feel like every time we've got something new. I could be wrong, but that's the vibe I'm getting right this second. Okay, so we got the flowery painting. Did I ever find this bee acre thing? I legitimately don't remember, and it's been like a week now. I got that. I won. And then, yeah, there's that. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna run over here. We're gonna release a carp. Just shoo, little carp. I want to check the dump, and I want to make sure I have enough space. PT shirt, and a big dot shirt. Okay, so, good start to the day. That means we only need 3 raffle items at this point. So we were at 6, we got 2 from the island, and now the fishing tourney's giving us 1. Now, if you always get a new one, I only have, like, 15 red items left and 3 raffle items. So, like, you would think there's a good chance of actually getting raffle stuff. I have no idea if it's guaranteed to be new or not. I'm just speaking from what I recall. I recall always getting something new. I don't think I've got something that's not new. And at this stage of the game, there's a lot. It's a much smaller pool. But, you know, if I'm hitting the 10% chance of rain 4 days in a row, maybe it's pretty possible for that to happen. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to claim that it was worth the struggle to win the tourney. And maybe I should try to win the rest of the tourneys just to see. I tried without like too much effort to win the summer ones, and I think I won 2 or 3 of them. Honestly, I might check my mail, because if I save the tournament things, then I could confirm without having to go through my footage. Although I suppose it wouldn't be too bad. Like, realistically, I just need to look at the day after, and it should be like the first thing I do when I check my mailbox. And then I could actually see if they were new or not, but I'd have to like watch the stream to realize if they were new or not, because I'd have to listen to myself and say, oh, that's new. Cool, you know? So, I'm keeping that in mind. I kind of am curious if that's a thing, because it seems like it might be, but I'm just going off of what I've observed. Anyway, that is a good start to the day. Let's check our numbers real quick. So we're up there. That's the same, and then that's going to be the same. Again, I'm a little annoyed. It's been raining 4 days in a row. I would prefer it to be spread out so we get more gyroids, but That's obviously not the world we're living in. Also, I did not buy an umbrella today. Oops. Guess I can go and do that, but... Did I write down sail? No, I did not write down no with sail tomorrow. Okay, I guess let's just rip this band-aid off and see what's happening, hey? Alright. I was at 105. It's at 110. So, not a decrease. We'll just keep checking throughout the week, obviously. But we're not going to have a spike today, which is fine. So that means I can get some work done. I'm pretty happy about DK Junior Math, not gonna lie. Like, that's sick. But yeah, I think fishing tourney definitely worth it. I, unfortunately, like, I either get a lot of large bass next week or not. You know, like, because, like, last time, I had 3 in my storage, and I just pulled out 1, and I got 26 inches, which is 1 less than max. And I said, yeah, you know what? This will probably win. Good. Okay? It won. Great. Yesterday, I had to use 8 to get a 26-inch one. So I had 2 in storage, and I think I caught at least 6 more. But it felt like an eternity trying to catch them all, just because I had been streaming for so long at that point, right? Like, oh boy, I sure can't wait to catch, trying to think how many, like, just catch, like, 10 to 15 minutes worth of fish. Like, and they supposedly have an increased spawn rate, but it really doesn't feel like an increased spawn rate, and I think that's my problem. It doesn't feel like it's significantly better. Anyway, it looks like Gulliver is not here today. Look at this acre looking so clean. Isn't that nice? Anyway, so the plan for today, since we're all done with our dailies, is to just, like, do a little bit of cleanup. I might move a couple inventories of turnips as well. Tomorrow is a weird day. I should be able to stream, hopefully, before 4? And if that's the case, then I can check this store. And if I have a spike, then I can get a start on it or finish it then. I don't know. I'm trying to think when I'll be available. It should be in the afternoon. I should be able to stream before 4. And if I do that, then technically I'd have like 7 to 10, you know? And even having 7 to 10 is probably enough. But if I could split it up or get it mostly done or basically done, you know, then that would probably be ideal. Like earlier on, I mean. Then I can have the evening to not worry about this stuff. I've been playing Dave the Diver, and like, there's a lot going on. Things get a little crazy sometimes. It's just like, hey, here's all these new mechanics, do all this stuff. And I'm like, okay. And it's like, I die for like half an hour, and it's like, wow. Lots going on. That's all I'm saying. I think like I'm actually almost done chapter 5. But I'm only like, how many hours am I in? I'm like 10 hours in, and I'm like on chapter 5. I don't know if that's like quick or what. Yeah, I'm a little tanned from all the island trips I did the, 2 and 3 days ago. Yeah, I went to the island on Friday and Saturday. So I'm slowly waiting for the tan to go away. It'll be a couple days. Also, I was tanned in the summer too, which was always... Forgot that, like, that's like a thing. feel like it's only a thing in like 2 of the games, maybe? I might be wrong. I think New Leaf had tanning if you're on Tortimer Island for too long, and I guess this one did too. But I don't think like Wild World or City Folk had it, and then New Horizons obviously has like a I don't know what the best word to use for it, but like you can customize your skin tone whenever, right? So I mean, I think it's kind of cool, but it's also like, I don't know, you get really tanned in this game. It's kind of crazy. And it's like, you could start to see the tan even like not that. I mean, obviously because it's a game, like the amount of time like in the sun versus like the tan just seems disproportionate to the amount of time spent outside. But obviously it's a game, so it's not like, hey, if you spend hours outside, you'll get a slight tan or whatever. Yeah, I the sun and I don't get along. I don't really tan, but yeah, I just burn. But I don't like burn a lot. Like, I don't know. I burn in very weird ways. Okay, so I think this acre is clear now, which is nice. I've just been picking up everything, but not really. Okay, so the plan is clean all this stuff up. Okay, nice. 3 inventories, not bad, not bad. Oh, where did I buy turnips? Oh man, I don't think I've had the misfortune of getting a hairline sunburn. Or maybe I have like a maybe like the part down the middle of my head. That might have been like sensitive a little bit, but I don't think it's been like super bad. Usually it's like my neck or something. Try to wear hats though from outside. That would hurt, but like I always have a shirt on. So my shoulders are safe. I think that's 1 cherry, but I'm gonna, oh no, it's an apple. Never mind, I lied. Man, there's a lot of fruit. I thought I was doing myself a favor by doing this. What are apples if not big, completely different cherries? I mean, you know what? They got stems. They both got stems. Think about it for a second. You know, I have to think about for a second where I bought turnips yesterday. I'm a little... They're both red most of the time. That is also true. Where did I buy turnips? I bought 5? No, wait, hold up. I bought 8. I bought 8 in the first acre, and then I bought 5, and then I had 13, and then I bought 4 for 17, and then I bought 9 for 26. So I only bought turnips in 4 acres. And as you can see, I brought 4 inventories up there. So of the 26, we already have 4 at the store. But the rest are kind of all over the place. So I've sold like 3 or 4 inventories of fruit just to clean up. I'm going to move a couple turnip inventories real quick. So the museum acre is fairly far away, so let's get this one. That's one full thing. Then there's a bit up here, I guess. But yeah, turnips are in like weird spots this week. It's the museum, C1, Um, this acre up here. And then where's the other one? Where did I buy the first time? I'm a little confused. Also, yeah, I don't have that much space here right now. So I'm gonna just move a bit for today, and then if there's no spike tomorrow, I'll move a bit more and blah blah blah. I do, like I said, I should have more time tomorrow, so like it shouldn't matter that much. But if I can make it a little bit easier on myself, I might as well. But yeah, each day we just move more and more. Also, like I want to like clean up so I can like use the train station acre as well. Because like it's kind of nice to have stuff there because it's just a direct path to the store and post office. So putting a couple inventories of turnips there works pretty well. The only problem is that I have a bunch of items there now because of Halloween. So if I can fix that, we'll be good. We do have a lot of like duplicate stuff, which I might end up using, but I want to have like at least one of everything in the room, and then maybe I'll put a couple extras up there just for like decoration purposes. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna decorate today. The plan's to like clean up. I've been streaming a lot these past 4 days. You know, I did like a 2-hour stream. No, sorry. Back up. I did like a nearly 4-hour stream on Thursday, and then I did like 3 hours between 2 streams on Friday, and then I did like an almost 2-hour stream on Saturday, and then I did a 2.5-hour stream yesterday. So on one hand, I kind of want to take it easy today, but on the other hand, like I can do a little bit of just clean up maintenance work and be in a good place. Cause yeah, I want to get like a bunch of stuff done for the 1-year mark, as I always say. Today is actually the 11th month mark, right? I started December 10th last year, and it's November 10th. So we've hit that milestone. We got 1 more month to hopefully get like 30 mil. Pretty doable. Pretty doable. But obviously we'll wait and see if it ends up happening. But yeah, based on like that, got a couple big things coming up, but I want to like get the houses in order and like organized and like the items organized so that like the rest is like we can kind of cruise. Okay, so this acre's clear. Those 2 don't count. Where did I buy? I bought here. I bought here. Oh, I bought here. That's right. I was like, I bought in weird acres this week. This isn't particularly close to the store, but you know what? C1 isn't that close either, but it's like close to the post office, so it's not like as bad. But we've moved 3 acres. Sorry, 3 inventories. I don't know why I keep saying that. It's weird. Anyway, no, I've moved 3. This will be the 4th inventory I'm moving, which means we'll have 8 of the 26 near the store, which is a better start. Right? Like, I don't know how much time this saves, because, like, yes, I'm going to the effort of picking these things up and then dropping them, and then I'm going to have to pick them up and sell them, but they're a lot closer, so it's, like, less running around. So I think it is helpful. But, you know, I at least like to try to do it with, like, the further away ones. Like, if they're so close, like, it might not be worth it, but, you know, like, if they're all the way... They're acres away. It's like, okay. Maybe it's worth it. I think I'll just move like 1 more, maybe. Like this one. Then we'll have 9 acre. I guess, we'll have 9 inventories up there. Because again, we don't have too much space. I could maybe fit 10, but... Yeah, and then if we had the train station acre, that one I was able to get like 4 or 5, but if I move more stuff, we could probably do better. There's certain acres where it just doesn't make much sense to like store turnips, and that could be used for like storage, basically. I don't know, I'm still trying to like plan everything out for like how I want to display everything. Maybe I'll just move one more. I don't want to, but I will. I assume if I bought like if I bought in 4 different acres, then I think I dropped 1 from each acre near the store already. So like, yeah, the museum had 3 when I bought 4 there. If I bought like 8 here and I moved 2, this will be the 3rd. So like there should be 4 more here, which I think is the case. Looks like 4 at a quick glance. So there's 4 there, and then there's like the 4 over here, and then we have like 8 there. So yeah, that makes sense because we'll have 10 and then 16 left. Okay, so that should be clear. I shouldn't miss those. If I miss those, that's embarrassing. And then we can do this. And do this. Alright, cool. Okay, so I'm gonna say that I'm good with turnips for now. We moved 6 different inventories. So we got 10 of the 26 there. Should speed things along if we have a spike. And it'll definitely speed things along if we don't get a spike. There's also those 2 turnips there. Those are mistakes. Usually I would eat the mistakes, but I feel like I can make a little bit more money if I don't. And as long as there's like space to drop them, then it doesn't really matter. So like, those are cherries. So technically I do want to keep cherries, but also don't know if it's worth keeping all the cherries on the ground. Again, my islander's favorite fruit is cherries, so having those is beneficial. But I could always just get more cherries, you know? But yeah, this is like looking a lot cleaner, which is nice. But again, some of those acres I do buy from Jonan sometimes. So like now there's a little bit more room. There's like less fruit in the way. So technically if I bought there, I could maybe bring a little more money and it would be a little bit better, maybe more worth it. So there's a benefit to doing this. Apart from, like, I mean, there's many benefits. I'm just saying, like, having a clean town is nice. But more space to work with is also pretty cool. Also, think of all the money we're getting right now. Like, we're making bank. Not really, but whatever. I mean, a single inventory would allow me to buy, like, shirts for a couple days at least. So, can't complain too much. Anyway, okay, I think I'm good with the fruit for today. I'm not going to worry about that. So, like, right here, we have, like, snowman stuff. This is all for Toy Day. That's our money. And then this is, like, a bunch of duplicate stuff. This is all the Halloween extras. Except that's a bonfire. Shouldn't this get moved over here? Yeah, like, that's all this stuff. But I mean, honestly, these flowers, they're not really needed. I had them to like catch things, but I don't need to catch things, so we can just do this. Nice. Easy peasy. Again, that's a fossil that's buried just so that everything's at the top. I guess technically I could have buried them all at the bottom, but like here they're like least out of the way. Also, we have all this candy, which like I really don't have a purpose for. And like here we have a bunch of extra money that I was thinking I'll use for like red. But there's all this space up here, which is unutilized. And I'm never going to buy turnips here because you can't. Technically, I could store turnips there. And then we have all the extra gyroids here. And we can't put them here because if there's an event, they'll get thrown into the thing. And then we have all the Wendell wallpaper over there. So like this acre's pretty full. And then the gyroids are obviously overflowing here. Cause problems eventually. So it's like I could put stuff here. And then here it's like these are all the festive trees that I was using for like feng shui. So like putting them somewhere would be nice. I have, how many trees do I have here? There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 9, which is enough to give you points, but you don't need to have that many for points here. So if I cut down these trees, it would make it like a little bit easier to see. But honestly, like just having this space for turnips and like this space, that's kind of the big deal. So let's switch characters for a little bit. So again, no Gulliver today. There's a sale tomorrow. That means our next visitor will be on Friday. Okay, so those are 2 new gyroids. I like to think that when I have gyroids out, I only get new gyroids after I put the other ones away. It doesn't work that way, but I like to say that it does. So again, we need to just basically fill this basement up except for 1 slot, and then we'll be done. And then yeah, this stuff. That's all like extra Gulliver stuff, and like the snowman stuff stays. This I probably want to put in a different house. I think I want to put that in the main floor of my 3rd player's house, but I still have to like map it out and like figure out how many items there are. I don't know if we want to have this empty or what. I'm pretty slow on doing that. Okay, so great. That part's done. The gyroids are put away. It's a little cleaner. Nice. So now I guess I can switch to my 3rd character briefly. Again, I know I want to keep it easy today, but I won't be coming back. It's 1 stream. That's it. And then I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully in the afternoon before the sale. Again, the sale happens at 5, so the store will be closed at 4. So realistically, if I showed up like 2:30 or 3, I'd be able to get a look and see what's going on. I do also need to show up before like 6 p.m. for Officer's Day, so I can get the police station model. So that'll be important. And yeah, I don't know. Like, I have all these raffle tickets saved, but at this point, I honestly might not need them. Right? Like, we're down to 3 raffle items. Now, I'm going to say the craziest thing imaginable, which I don't think is going to happen. But imagine. Do I need a shovel with this guy? I guess it's, like, good to have, but I don't think we actually need it. And what is this? Ivory piano. Okay, dude. Alright, craziest thing ever. Imagine I win the next 3 fishing tourneys, and each one gives me a new raffle item, and I'm done with all the raffle stuff. Crazy. But yeah, like, I don't know, a fishing tourney might be, like, really good for getting that stuff. It just, I might take the time to, like, figure out what I've got from the fishing tourneys, and whether I've got it that's been, like, new or what. But we'll see. Anyway, that's all July. Are you telling me everything in here is July? Okay, that whole floor is just all July. That's kind of sick if you ask me. Okay, so again, we don't really need to use, like, the dock acre is just storage. Right, I was thinking I could keep fruit there, but then, like, you know, we've got all the island stuff, and unless I do gyroids here, then there's not much need for space. And I'm never going to buy turnips here, because Joan never shows up here, and I'm never going to drop turnips here after buying them, because that makes no sense. so it makes sense. I mean, the thing is like, they take up a lot of space, and that's kind of like, oh, I'll get the office lockers, and I'll store them that way. But that's not great for, like, completing the houses. So, I don't know. If I could, like, empty the top floor and maybe the main floor, or at least, like, shrink what's going on in the main floor, and start organizing the stuff, that would probably be good. And then I wouldn't have to worry as much. But, like I'm saying, I might not need these. If I have all the raffle stuff, then there's literally no need to keep raffle tickets. They're just wasting space, right? So, if I can get all the raffle stuff soon, then the house is free. Obviously, that's not... I don't think it's happening before the 1 year mark, because that would be, like, absurd. But I feel like soon, right? We're down to 3. I got 2 from the island, which, again, well, but the 1 today I got from the fishing tourney, pretty huge. And if I got another one from the fishing tourney next week, like, there's 3 fishing tourneys. If I only got new raffle items from the fishing tourneys and I won the rest of them, that'd be an insane play. Also, like, we have the raffle at the end of the month. It's possible we get something new then. Like, I could get the last one. Imagine, like... I'm imagining the worst scenario. I get, like, 2 new raffle items from winning the fishing tourney. We get the raffle at the end of the month. We look at all the things. The grand prize, the gold ticket prize, the gold ball prize, whatever you want to call it. That's the one item I need. I use all my tickets and I don't get it. Imagine that. That would suck. I would be screaming. Okay, so the top floor is now clean. So that's pretty cool. Happy about that. Now, real quick. I'm gonna take these. We're just gonna take these upstairs real quick, okay? Nothing crazy going on here. And then we're gonna go like this. Oh yeah, look at this. Isn't that great? That's pretty cool. And yeah, obviously the downstairs I put the most work in. There's so many lockers, but there's a lot of lockers here, and it's like I could move them down like here and then start organizing everything up top. So I don't know. I have to think about like how I want to display this house. The idea is that I can start getting things in place so I can like try to get a good score in one of my houses, you know? Because like that would help and get me more items. Again, the goal is to get as much stuff as possible by the end of the year. So there's all this extra stuff that I haven't like put a lot of time in, like, you know, the island or getting a good score in my house. So like if I can get that stuff done now, that's kind of the idea. So that is a boatload of July tickets, honestly. What are we looking at? That's okay. That's 32. I guess I didn't use any. So July's good. If we still need things in July, like 6, 7, 8 months from now, whatever you want to call it. How many raffles, rather, I guess November, December, January, February, March, April. I mean, we have a lot of raffles between then, let's, to say the least. Is it worth selling these? Not really, but I guess I will. Okay, so the top floor is done. The carpet's cleaned out. So that's exciting. I'm happy about that. Now, I don't really want to decorate today. So, I don't think I will. I think I'll do that another time. But at least, like, you know, we're taking 2 items out from here. And... should I worry about... did I clear this out? Yeah, I did kind of clear it out. 800 points? Oh my gosh. I think, like, a full, like, series gets you, like, a lot of points. But, like, I feel like I'm losing a lot of points from having all this junk on the ground. So, I don't really know. If I put all the spooky stuff upstairs, could I, like, actually get enough points? I don't know. Anyway, so we have a lot of tickets here. I guess, like, is that all August? I'm just trying to like get an idea before I wrap up. I will wrap up soon probably. But like I just want to know. I want to know what I'm working with here. So like October, August, and then it's December here. I think December's like all this stuff. I think I have an idea. That's September, bud. Let's try that again. Okay, so obviously the one, you know, I used December tickets last year. Every prize I think I needed everything at that point. But if I move the December tickets out of here, that makes the most sense because those are going to be used soon, probably. And then I'll have a good count of them beforehand, you know? How many more? Okay. Looks like there's 3 more. So we have like 18 December tickets. It's like that's cleared out a lot of space there already. So if we move the lockers down and the top half is where all the items go for now, then maybe we could like get that set up. But I'm still trying to figure out how it will work. Like I guess I could realistically think, what are all the items I need to display in the houses? And then if I like, you know, map them out and draw them out or whatever, like some way to represent what's what, then I would have a better idea of like what's going on, I guess. If I drop those like that, I can drop these here, right? Okay, good. And then if I put 3 there, we're in business. But yeah, like 18 December, not bad. Right? We can get a little bit more if we need them. I'm trying to live in this reality where I get all the raffle stuff like in the next couple weeks. Because if that happens, that would be insane. You know, I would be pretty happy with that. Like, if we get red and raffle done, then, like, we're basically in business. And it's like, well, get Gracie's stuff. And then Gracie actually has to show up. Because, like, it's been 2 months. Gracie, please come back. Okay, so all the October tickets are what I put away. Except there's still more October tickets outside. And then we have a bunch of August tickets on the ground. And we also have some September tickets. And then don't these also have August? Okay, so we have, like, August... a bunch of August inside the lockers and on the ground, and then we have September. And then a bunch of May and June. And June, and June, and June. Okay, so that's all like May and June. And then I think like... there's a bunch of empty ones. I think those are meant for April. There's a bunch of May in there and on the ground. Okay, so I think like we have like January, February, March. April's missing. June. So we have like 5 months of tickets there. And July we're up top, and I moved those to the beach. Okay, so that's the first 6 months. April, we used everything. July is up there, so that's 7. August is here. September's here. October's here. So yeah, I guess that's like it. Okay, so we'll move these down. We'll have them ready. We'll obviously get more. I mean, I would assume chances are I won't be needing the October tickets. If I had to guess, like if I had to bet money, I would say no, I probably won't need them. But you never know, right? So we have 18 December and like 32 July. We didn't use any from July. We used all from April. We didn't use any in October. And again, we need 3 raffle items. And if the fishing tourney always gives you new items, which I don't know if is true yet or not, you would assume that I would get all the red items by the end of the month. Now, I could get a new red item next week on 16th, and then again on the 23rd. That could just be both red. but sale day was on the 28th, so I would still have November 30th to win the fishing tourney, and then I could get a raffle item. But that's also the raffle day. So if I do the raffle stuff and get the raffle items, and there's something new there, and then I did the fishing tourney, I could get something new as a result of that. I think it, like, I don't know if it picks the item when you win the tourney or the day after or what, but if I have everything cataloged and updated, then I think that's best. So, like, in theory, I could be done this month, but if it works that way, I would have all the red stuff, hopefully, by the end of this month. And then next summer, if I was still missing raffle stuff, I could win the fishing tourney and would probably give me something new if it works that way. So I kind of want to check to see if I've always got something new from it. And then in the next few weeks, keep an eye out on that as well. Because I did get something new last week. Anyway, so I've dropped those tickets. We cleared out, like, the top floor and some of the main floor. Now, I think we have the least amount of September tickets here. Hopefully it's not that many more, because I feel like I don't have that much space downstairs. Are these still September? Okay, so now we have August on the ground, and then there's still October outside. But if we go here... Okay, there's not enough. This is going to be... I know these are saved for April, but, like, I don't care. I'm just using them. I spent all this time buying these lockers. I'm gonna just put them to use instead of just never using them. Because chances are they might not get used. Alright, cool. I think these are the ones that are incomplete. And honestly, they should just not exist. Okay, the January ticket and the March ticket are good. But these two are not. Okay, so now we have August in some of these lockers and on the ground, and then we have October in lockers and on the ground outside. So I'd say that's, like, progress. Like, we've definitely cleaned up some. Like, now I can decorate upstairs and get some points and, like, have all the spooky stuff out of the way, and that'll clear up some space outside. And then if I can just keep figuring out the main floor, I just basically need to decide how I want to actually display everything, right? Because I have, like, the second character's house is, like, for all the visitor items, and then also, like it includes Gulliver, and then it has the camper items, and then I think I could also put the island items in there, and then that kind of, like, has all of that theme. And yeah, it'll be, like, Jingle, visitor items, and like, seasonal like items, I guess. And then this house has snowman stuff. It'll have the harvest stuff, and the basement's all gyroids. My house is gonna have the model room upstairs, I guess, and then the gyroids downstairs, unless I decide to move those into, like, this basement at the end, and, like, have my own, like, little basement for stuff. Wait, do you need... anyway, whatever. And then this house will have the spooky stuff, and then I guess it'll have, like, the event stuff, like, you know, like the noisemaker or the chocolate, all that stuff. Like, a lot of the event stuff are models, but obviously the models will go in a model room. I don't want to just display them in a house randomly. So I need to figure out, like, how many items actually need to get displayed there, and how many other, like... I need to just figure out how many items need to get displayed, and how it's gonna be organized. So I need to, like, look at that stuff maybe off stream just so I have a better idea. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap up. I know I, like, said, yeah, let's keep it easier today, and it's 45 minutes, but it's in the middle of my day. It's a little break from everything. It's not that bad, and I got a lot done, you know? I think I'm pretty happy with what I got done, because everything feels like, wow, I got, like, a lot of stuff cleaned up. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, so to wrap up today, 45-minute stream. I got a new thing in the mail. It's a raffle item. It's from winning the fishing tourney. So all my blood, sweat, and tears that went into yesterday paid off. I got DK Junior math. Yay. Turnips went up, so no decrease this week, which is good, but who knows if we'll get the spike or not. I moved 6 inventories of them closer to the store, so now we have 10 of the 26 by the store. I sold like 5 or 6 inventories of fruit to clean up, and I swapped to my 4th character to put the 2 gyroids away. I swapped to my 3rd character. I removed the 32 bunches of July raffle tickets to the Dock Acre from the top floor, and I put the spooky wall and floor in. And then on the main floor, I moved the September tickets downstairs, and I moved the December tickets to the Dock Acre. So now it's a lot emptier in there. There's still like August tickets on the ground and in lockers, and then there's lockers with October tickets, and there's also October tickets outside by the houses. So I need to figure out how I'm going to organize everything. So if I can figure that out, then I can have a vision, and then I can maybe move stuff around and start making it work, because then I can move stuff out of my house. My house is a bit of a disaster, and I feel like I'm gonna like mess up my luck or something. So I want to like clean it up so I know that like, yes, nothing's facing each other, there's no points being deducted and that kind of thing. So that's kind of where I'm at. But that'll happen soon, hopefully. Anyway, tomorrow, Mayor's Day. Officer's Day is what I meant to say. Mayor's Day was last week. Oops. So I have to be here before 6. The sale's happening at 5, so the store will be closed from 4 to 5 and from 6 to 7. So yeah, we'll just figure that out. Hopefully I'm on before 4, but if not, then I'll show up at some point before 6 and then later, maybe. Or I guess I could check the store if it was like after 5. Anyway, I will figure it out tomorrow. Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna get out of here now, and yeah, I'll be back. Anyway, that's it. Bye.